Hello, everybody, and today we are here to do the story of a lifetime. Sorry, guys, I did the voice. It's really funny. Either way, this story here, it's technically for my friend Gosha's character that I'm setting into my universe. So, okay, that's gonna be so basically it's really fun, and basically it fuses him with his favorite thing in the universe, one of the favorite things in his universe before he corrects me. One of them. And he's not here, by the way, but he's going to correct me on here if I didn't say that. Either way. One of his favorite things in the universe, fusing him with that story, but also making the story for this mythical creature fully functional in my universe. That means that the story for this character is going to be so great. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Today, we are talking about the story of Cthulhu, as you guys can see from this tentacles. Either way, the whole story about in the Ghost origin story is the fact that he was on the ship and if you guys don't know, the power of this is going to be a little bit different than most of Cthulhu's stories, because what I love to do is I want to keep them into the original story of the mythical creatures, but twisting them a little bit slightly from my universe, for then it's a little bit, methodic and, a little bit interesting. So, for instance, what I want to do is actually give Cthulhu some form of the reason why Cthulhu has so many different forms. No one's singing it, and no one, whatever, right? Cthulhu's actually a bunch of people, but technically not. You see, Cthulhu needs to have a bearer, basically the power and the ancient power. So basically, this is an ancient sea god creature that has chosen one person because he was very different. And when I mean different, I mean he was, a little twisted in the head just a little bit. And that became the bailment of the rules. Because he bound himself to him, and he became the bailment of the rules. But there was a little bit of a cost. You see, after a few thousand years, your body will slowly start turning to more of the tentacle monster. Also, by the way, your whole body, like, you have the power to transform into your Cthulhu form, that's a bunch of tentacles, but you also transform in human form. But slowly that choice will be taken away from you. And with that choice being taken away from you, means that when you turn full Cthulhu after 1,000 years, you must be in the ocean. And your whole goal is when you have the sense that when someone who is very twist-minded or twisted or a little bit, crooked in the head, you have no choice but to give the person the power of Cthulhu, and you finally die. If you refuse, like if you met that person and you refuse to give it, you will be tortured by basically all the people who hold the power and who was once Cthulhu itself. And that means that Cthulhu has been for millions and millions of years created by Mother, who is the creature of all creatures. What in my universe, because I think there is some lore with her, and maybe if I do a redraw of her, I'll do the same thing. But the mother of all mythical creatures, I've made her as the Shattered Dragon, the one who looks like a prism of all dragons, but she's the mother of all mythical creatures. So obviously, because of that, that means that this mother also created this creature. Basically, she always is creating creatures, and she's always around, yada yada, blah blah blah. That story. Now, because of this, and because of the bearer and everything, that means that when Gosha stumbled across Cthulhu, he was given the power of Cthulhu. That means, and you guys can see his abilities, so I don't have to say them, but I'll say them for anyone who's not looking at it. He can instill fear in his eyes. He can morph his body. He can grow like tall and stuff. He can turn his tentacles into any weapon that he wants. Technically, the only physical part of him is his head. He also has regeneration. He has tentacle duplication. He has a power to release a fog gas out of his mouth that is poisonous. And abilities. Basically, he stopped power with this, and he's a giant myth. But yes. So basically, my friend Gosha, aka he is Cthulhu. He is the Cthulhu. But also, we have talked about it, and basically, I would imagine that his story would be somewhat of him still being crooked, still being messed up, but also righting the wrongs that some of the previous Cthulhu wielders kind of done to other people. And also to some internal people who cannot die. So basically, I imagine that the Cthulhu wielder would have problems because again, this has not been told to anyone, so no one really knows that Cthulhu is technically been a bunch of other people. So that means whatever the other previous wielders of Cthulhu is, the people who basically don't die and they survive forever, that's now their problems. So yeah, basically a redemption arc story was still him being a little bit crooked and messed up in the head. So yeah, Gosha loves the story. He did consent to the story because again, I do basically other people's characters and do their own heroes and all that stuff. I do all of that. But what I do is that I need their full consent. And also their ideas of what they want, everything. If they want me to turn them into a hero, and first of all, it has to be someone I do generally care about, because then I pull all of my emotion into it. It can't just be someone random. Like maybe one day, because I do care about all my YouTube subscribers. Like all you guys, I wouldn't have as many YouTube subscribers if you guys were still not, if you guys were just gone. So yeah, I do appreciate all the YouTubers. So maybe one day I will do like turning subscribers into like villains or heroes or whatever or something. But that is gonna be probably somewhere deep in the future. Deep in the future. So trust me when I say this. Um, that's not something I have any form of willing to do this at any point. And also, it's something that I really can't do because I don't have the necessary equipment and other stuff. And again, I would love to do a more better way of doing my videos on YouTube that I can't do because I don't have the necessary equipment. So yeah, being an artist YouTuber is difficult. But yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the story of Cthulhu, officially making this the official story of Cthulhu in my universe that keeps his stories traditional to everything else, but has a little twist to it, for then it has that added thing, and yeah. Also, comment down below if you guys have any other mythical creatures you guys want me to do this stuff to, because I am willing I am willing to take suggestions for it. Okay? Either way. Hope you guys have fun watching this and watching me stutter through most of the story. Sorry for that. Again, I'm post basic on YouTube. You guys should know I'm posting this on the same day I said I was at a party. On TikTok, this will literally be posted the same day I just got done recording that. So, yeah, either way, see you guys later. Crimson Thunder out.